When you go to museums and read historical books, you can always read about the men, but where are the women?
I felt I owed it to not just our forefathers, but our foremothers to celebrate what they have done in our country.
It just seems to be that we as women have to fight longer and harder to get our equal due.
We have museums for postage stamps and the military.
There's even a spy museum. There's even a buildings museum.
We have museums for everything, but not for half the population that has created this great country. We're 53% of the population.
It's necessary that the parts of our history that are unknown to boys and girls be elevated, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that history until the 20th century was written by men, and so the history of women was not interesting to them.
Let's take some land on the Mall and build the Women's Museum. But there's been tremendous resistance to it. Meryl Streep's support for the National Women's History Museum is absolutely critical. It brings prestige, it brings her star power, it brings her enthusiasm and her heart.
So I wrote this letter. I said, could you please help us? You know, this is why we need the National Women's History Museum. And 3 days later, it came back in FedEx, signed. And I almost fainted.
She's such an inspiration. She's America's greatest actress.
Is there a difference between playing a historical character and a fictional character? No.
The pearls, however, are absolutely non-negotiable.
You probably have a responsibility to history to try to get it right, but you have a responsibility to a fictional character to get it as authentic as we possibly can.
For her to commit of her personal time to this cause means so much to all of us, and it helps us keep going. It's one thing to take on us, but to take on Meryl Streep is a whole different thing.